We know that food is one of life's necessities, but it's also one of its greatest pleasures. But for some people, just boiling water, let alone cooking a full meal, brings on feelings of helplessness and sometimes even panic. I'm Rocco Dispirito, and my mission, my passion, is to change all that, one kitchen at a time.
I'm here in Yonkers, New York, and I'm about to meet Paul Grassi and his wife, Tori Grassi, formerly O'Gallagher. Well, here's the thing. He's been spoiled on the best Italian-American food. He believes in the power of garlic, and she can't cook. Well, there's a big family dinner coming up Sunday, and she's ready to stake her claim. Now, when you guys first met, did it strike you that she was sort of marrying material?
Well, see, we both met because I do weddings, I DJ weddings on the weekends and stuff like that. And she was working there, and we kind of locked eyes, and from that minute, I knew my life was
Now, where were you standing?
over.
When the eyes locked.
Where were you? We were in the kitchen.
Happened.
Actually, yeah, I was walking through the kitchen, yeah.
He wasn't looking at my eyes, though.
No, I wasn't. But
Do you cook at all?
He's a good cook. About 90% of the time, he kind of knows what he's talking about.
I'll try to help her, and she doesn't allow people to help her. She'll leave sauces on for like 9 hours, like,
That was
you know,
one
and then
time.
you know, she'll do stuff like that, and I'll say, hey, babe, maybe you shouldn't leave it in there that long.
When I grew up, Sunday dinner was huge. I'm sure it's the same for you.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Our family gets together. I have the brother-in-law that makes the super salad. It's like my grandmother makes the meatballs and the eggplant.
Aunt Donna will make like a really great, it's like a spring salad with strawberries and walnuts, and now she's been doing like a touch of honey in it.
Then I get like my Aunt Ann, she makes these beautiful like cakes. She makes these castle cakes and martini cakes and all these off-the-wall cakes.
And they're all Italian, right?
Yeah, everybody's Italian. Everyone has their niche. So Tori takes offense that she doesn't have anything yet. She doesn't have that signature dish. She doesn't have that
I don't
one
take
thing.
offense to it.
So when it's time to like, all right, what's Tori gonna do? She'll get like the soda or the bread. They're like, you know, Tori, bring the plates, bring the napkins.
Towels,
Yeah. Well, and she takes that kind of insulting, but it's not meant in an insulting way.
I have an idea of what to do in the kitchen, some basic things, but I don't feel confident enough that I'm doing it the right ways. And I'd really like to take a dish that you can teach me, and that would be my dish to bring to, you know, family functions that we have, and ultimately pass it down to Alexa. Alexa can say, oh my God, my mom makes the best whatever.
The interesting thing is, for me, there's no right way. The way you do it is the right way. And I think what we need to do for you is come up with a dish, a repertoire of dishes, 2 or 3 dishes that become your dish. We'll make them your signature, and you walk in like a rock star and just blast them into the stratosphere with this incredible dish that you're gonna make. No, you're gonna make it. So the best thing to do is let's go cook. I can show you a lot more things in the kitchen.
There we go.
So Tori, let's see what you got in your fridge. Let's see what kind of lunch we can make here. Okay, you got juicy juice. That's good. You got a lot of Hormel pepperoni. You have eggs, right? Everybody has eggs. Okay, let's start with eggs. I think we'll make a frittata. The great thing about a frittata is just a big, thick egg omelet. And in Italy, it's always on the dinner table. You just put whatever you have in the fridge in it. You have cheese, fresh Parmesan cheese.
Yes.
How very fortunate that you have that in the fridge. All right, Tori, I want to show you to make this frittata. But I don't want you to worry about what I'm doing so much. Just look at it, pay attention, but the next time you make it, it should be nothing like the one I made with you today.
Get all worked up before I even attempt to cook it. It's just the whole prepping. Am I going to get it right? Is it going to, you know, it's supposed to be cut a certain way, you know, just what am I doing wrong?
Yeah, a couple more eggs would be great.
And then you said there's no right way.
I love that. That's awesome. Let me just show you something. When you hold something, try to keep your fingers bent.
Okay.
And I like to put these pepper flakes in just about everything. And again, you can season it the way you want.
Learning how to do this stuff.
Use your thumb to guide you.
Okay.
Yeah, if it tastes good, if there's enough salt, it's by tasting it. So there's nothing wrong with mixing it now and tasting it. One red, one green will be perfect. You know, the reds look great, the yellows look great, the green have a lot more flavor. So this way my grandmother would cut this. She would do this, like this
Oh my God.
into a bowl. And she never cut herself. It's amazing.
Cut yourself.
I'm gonna turn on the stove because we're almost ready to start cooking stuff.
All right, so get that pan hot. I have to have a lot of garlic. So you smash it to break.
Yeah, so
I almost cut my thumb off.
Now this has actually got a little too hot. Put it right here so it doesn't burn you. Just drop it in. Yeah, good. Now bring over the onions and the peppers.
Okay.
So it's gonna brown real fast. You can already smell it and see it turning brown.
Oh,
and
yeah.
let's put about that. All right, bring over the potatoes. About a potato and a half is good.
Okay, is that good?
Yeah. Now every time you put a new ingredient in the pan, you want to season it because the potatoes haven't been seasoned yet, just a little bit.
Okay.
And then later on, we'll taste the whole mixture together. Of course, you can stir with a wooden spoon, but the real way to mix it well is to flip it. And when you finish this dish, you're gonna have to flip the whole omelet over, so you might as well practice now. You're not really trying to do that, you're more like pulling. It's looking pretty good. Good. See?
Wow.
Look at that. Very nice. That's good. When you pour the eggs, you can look for the little shells at the bottom.
Now, what exactly is this called again?
Well, it's called a frittata, and frittata just means a fried egg cake, but I call it my mom's frittata because she always made it with peppers and onions and potatoes. So I turn the heat up to high, and I'm gonna put as much oil as you need.
You gotta get messy when you cook.
There we go.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Here's the good news. It's still gonna taste good.
Yes, that's the
So
great
that's
thing
all that
about this
matters.
thing. Okay, so now I'm gonna need you for Easter, Christmas, all holidays, birthdays, every Sunday for family dinner.
Nothing would make me happier than to come be your personal chef, trust me. But the thing is, I'm gonna teach you a couple of dishes that you're gonna be able to make all those holidays.
Can we go shopping? Because I'm not sure exactly. Come shopping with me to see exactly what.
Well, you know what? We'll go to the market. We'll buy some stuff. We'll see what you like. We'll come up with a dish that you can make every time. We'll make it a nice Italian dish, but you'll make it your own. It's a great idea. We'll definitely do that.
Tori and I are going shopping on Arthur Avenue in the Bronx, where she'll get a real taste of Italian food and culture.